Hey there, good morning. This is Adrienne with Team Gaia, and this morning we're trying something a little different. I have had an amazing week with my Facebook live stream audience, great friends and Gaia ninjas who care about the planet and who are supporting me in this journey to unfold all of the spiritual gifts. Actually, we're all on this journey to unfold all of our spiritual gifts. So welcome, Gaia Ninjas. We are in it to win it because this planet deserves us to show up fully. And that's what Team Gaia is all about, is claiming that earth-saving mission and awakening our secret superpowers of shift and showing up fully so that we can create the world we really want to see. So today I'm using a new service that will allow me to communicate with my YouTube audience as well. Instead of taking the same video and sending it all over the place, I'm now able to live stream to all of you guys at the same time. So it's been a really big week here in Team Gaia land. Starting January 1st, I decided that enough was enough. I needed to stop collecting notes and trying to make the perfect introduction video and just start sharing what I know, what I've experienced, and communicating with people directly online. And I'm so happy that I did it. So let's see, we're at January 11th right now. And so we're 11 days into this live stream experiment, and it has been amazing. So I'm using this new tool called StreamYard, which is, it's quite different from the Facebook. So I'm hoping that the good news is that it doesn't reverse things anymore. So I can show you things like my Yin Replenisher Serum that we were talking about yesterday for when your psychic abilities and your etheric subtle energies, especially for women, are getting run down. But men could probably experience this too. In our hustle, go, figure it out kind of world, your subtle energies can get depleted. And so this was a favorite thing from Dragon Herbs. They have these amazing tinctures. I do not get any money for promoting them, though. Maybe I'll talk to them. No, just kidding. Genius tinctures. They're amazing. They're like much thicker than your usual tinctures because they've been distilled in a really special process. So it keeps all of the awesome herb properties very much intact. I'll take some now. I'm totally blown away with this company. I think they're probably making the best stuff on the market. I'm loving it. They put together all of these different formulas. They've got about 40 different tincture formulas, and they are all Chinese herbs, Chinese herb formulas for replenishing your yin, your yang, your shen, your qi. So I'm loving it because they've got cute little pictures on them, and it reminds you what they're for. It's super genius. Yes, I love it. All right, so here I am. I don't have the mirror image anymore. It's a little disconcerting because this is now my right hand and this is my left hand. It's so confusing. But anyway, hi. Sorry, it took me 4 minutes to get warmed up, but I wanted to let you know that we're on a service called StreamYard, which has a cute little duck logo. It's super awesome. And it should allow me to contact everybody, even on my YouTube channels. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so I wanted to give you a recap on how things went last week because it started off really interesting and then it got more interesting. So the theme for last week was your secret superpowers. And I wanted to let you know that you have them, we all have them, and that they're there for a reason. I believe that each of us was born on purpose for the very special reason of co-creating a stable planetary situation here on Earth. We have the potential to be part of the Galactic Council. And we just have to create what do they call it? Like a stage 4 civilization, one that's actually stable enough to reach for the stars. You know, it's stupid for us to even think about colonizing other planets when we don't even have it together here on this beautiful paradise that has everything that we need, if only we'll take care of it. We need to keep the water clean, take care of the air, love the other creatures, appreciate and savor the life that we have on this gorgeous blue gem that we live on. And although it may seem impossible to be able to take the power back from the elites who seem hell-bent on burning everything up and burning everything out and euthanizing all the earthlings, except for the ones that they save to wait on them. And that is not an agenda that I nor my friends are on board with. So fortunately, we have superpowers. And those superpowers are our quantum creator abilities. Next week, we'll talk a little bit about the human flowering of consciousness, or the flowering of human consciousness, and how it's been encouraged, subverted, and destroyed over the course of millennia. But here we are. We came here for a reason. We all are on the same page, but you don't always consciously know that you have teammates out here. So that's why I created Team Gaia, is so that we could start to see ourselves instead of as downtrodden proletariat or hapless activists, you know, striving mightily against a terrible behemoth. I want us to start thinking of ourselves as world-changing ninjas who are in touch with the planet and with our hearts and living our greatest joy and purpose by doing what we came here to do, which was to save the planet while savoring it. You can learn a little more about this mission and about my backstory over at www.team-gaia.com for future reference. And I have a 4-part video series that gives you a little bit of background about your secret superpowers. It doesn't mention them by name that way, but we'll do some energy exercises that will help you reconnect with your higher self and with the Gaia life stream. So first, so let's see, on Monday, we talked about how challenging Earth life is, you know, between gravity, the body, appetite, and a society that makes you run faster and faster and then keeps most of the fruits of your labor. We have got our work cut out for us by incarnating here. We definitely found ourselves in a expert level group video game, or as I like to say, a group art project, with some serious handicaps. You know, we've got gravity, we've got hunger, we've got pain, we've got death. There's and density, or what they call the third density. It was a big challenge that we took on when we chose to be born, and I thank you for being here and being part of the team. So on Tuesday, I told you the horrific story about why I stopped making videos back in early 2016. I had created a video on my Adrian Prince YouTube channel, one of them, anyway, you will find it if you look up My Nerdy Childhood as a Galactic Shifter. And that was just a brain dump that I did in 2 hours when I had the guts to do it. And it caused some ripples and some unwanted attention from the power elite who tried to then recruit me. And I was not interested. And I was also too scared to press the record button again for almost 4 years. So I'm here making these daily live streams in the face of my fear, because I know too much and I believe too much about our potential. And I don't want anyone giving up. I want you guys all to know that we are here for a reason and that you are wanted and needed, and you have these secret superpowers. So on Wednesday, we talked about the power that you have on the inner and in the outer, and how everything that you find in the outside world, you can also find inside, and you can work with it from there. And that is a big part of the core of our secret superpowers. In the Hindu philosophy that I was raised in, I was taught that the drop is part of the ocean, but the ocean is also within the drop. And that is how we deal with our quantum abilities as meditators or as star seeds, light workers, mystics, people who care about their inner realm and know that there are things in heaven and earth that are beyond your philosophy, that there are things that are unexplained and that we can work with. Okay, so on Thursday, we talked about how you retain your soul essence even outside of this life. Whether you travel to other dimensions or you meet people on the dream plane, or when you leave your body into death, you are still going to be you. And you are still going to be living a life. In fact, you'll be living a bigger life when you're outside of this body, and you'll remember, hopefully, everything that you are. If you die in a state of equanimity, sorry, I've got something here. If you die in a state of equanimity, where you feel centered and balanced, that is actually one of the great yogas of this lifetime, is to keep enough center and balance and compassion so that when you leave this planet, you feel poised. Okay, so what is going on here? There's always something. It's amazing. The universe is full of wonderful opportunities to love ourselves more. So I just wanted to remind you that you are you everywhere you go. And that's a good thing. The you that you think of as being you in this life is actually just a tiny shadow of who you really are. Shadow, sliver, reflection, something like that. You are part of the great stream of life, part of the great mind, heart, spirit of God. You are a galactic citizen. These are all very real things. On Friday, which was yesterday, I talked about, oh my gosh, what was I doing? I came in to talk about the reason why you never need to fear death and why you can anchor the knowing. But what happened was, in the morning, I got tapped in to my own super abilities that I had forgotten were so very accessible. And I wanted to tell you about them. And that led to an online conversation. By the way, if you are commenting, it looks like I'm not able to see it. If you're watching me now, can you make a comment? Because I'm supposed to be able to see them. And it would be great to experiment. I need your help with understanding whether this platform, this StreamYard tool, is going to be helpful for us or not. All right, so thank you. If you see this, please leave me a comment and I'll tell you if I can see it. So what happened yesterday is I was telling my friends here that accessing your divine will. Okay, great. Super awesome. I see 2 people from Facebook, and that makes me happy. Excellent. If you're watching this on YouTube and you can see me, leave a comment too, and then I'll know where you're coming from. Thanks so much for tolerating my meandering. I'm super new at this, and thank you so much for being here and for watching. Okay, so yesterday I was able to tap in to an easy way for you to access your divine will. Now, your divine will is where your passion and your inspiration and your fortitude all come together, and they give us God-like capacities for editing the world matrix. I truly believe this, and that's why I'm online teaching this. Thank you guys so much for saying hi. It really helps me. Yes. So your divine will comes from your heart, but it also seems to be located somewhere behind the back of your skull, to where you're able to effortlessly press on things and bless them. It's as if that you're tapped into the universal flow, and that universal flow needs nothing. So it's not distracted. It's just completely disinterested, meaning not attached, but passionately loving. So I found that when you get to this space where you feel centered and calm and collected and universal, you can very easily send blessings to people and situations anywhere in the world. And what you're doing is you're calling in their highest being. So, hi, the topic is how to save the planet from where you are right now using your secret superpowers. And I believe that, you know, every culture has got a set of prayers. You know, everyone prays for peace. They pray for peace on earth, and they pray for healing for loved ones. But there's always been, at least to me, a little bit of a distance there. Like there's something that keeps us from really understanding that we've got it. We've got the power, and it doesn't mean you have to get attached to it or get egotistical. Thank you. Thank you. Zafran, where are you watching from? What part of the world or the country? Tell me. Thank you so much for watching. All right. So, yes, we have this ability, and nobody really tells you that you already have it. You know, other spiritual teachers will tell you, oh, I've got it. You can believe in me, you know, or religions will tell you, oh, that guy over there who died a few hundred years ago or a few thousand years ago, he's got it. And so, but you can still go through him. And it's true, because every thought, awesome, Islamabad, Pakistan, super nice to see you. Is it the middle of the night there right now or early morning? I'd love to know what time it is, just because I'm curious. Okay, so because this is live, I might be twitching, I might be scratching. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just sharing what I know. So thank you for being patient with me. It's great to have somebody watching from across the world. That hasn't happened. It's usually my buddies. So we're super happy to have you guys with us. Okay. So your secret superpowers are real, and you don't need a religion to give them to you, but you can claim your religion as a partner and an ally, because the very core of all the great religions wants us to be free. But the outer trappings are all tied up with humans, and the humans want to keep their jobs as being the bosses of us. But deep inside, every religion is a tool to help you find liberation. But your liberation is already an inside deal. You just have to love yourself and love life. So the avenues for loving life, your access points, may vary depending on who you are. You may love your child, or you may love an animal, or you may love your mom. Everybody has a different face for love, and everybody's got issues around love too. So what I urge people to do, what I urge you to do, is find the one thing that you unconditionally do love. And it could be something simple like a flower. It could be really super simple. And allow that to be your friend and your teacher and your guide, because all of the planet is alive and it's all connected, and it all loves you, and it wants to help you grow, and it wants to help you accomplish this mission of what they call saving the planet. It's a real thing. We have crazy people in power who want to use up all the resources, take all of our money, turn us all into their slaves, or keep us as their slaves. And more of us every day are awakening to the idea that we don't want to do that. We're here to satisfy life and fulfill life. And that's it. I do believe that you're on track with me here, because each and every one of us was born with a seed, the roadmap to the Enchanted Garden, which is a name for the world that we're meant to live in. And we're here to do it. I'm here to do it. You're here to do it. You have the powers to do it. You don't have to run around telling everybody about it and getting egotistical, because they have the power to do it too. We all are here to create, amplify, share love, inspiration, and this thing I call divine will, where you choose the kind of world you want to have and you claim it, your vision for the world you want to see. And don't worry as much about the world you don't want to see. But when you go into activist battle, to start with the end in mind, to start with claiming your success. And just for my friends who are working for nuclear responsibility, I'm going to give that fairy godmother touch to your success right now. Santa Onofre, keep it safe. All right, beautiful. Okay, so it's near midnight in Pakistan, and Zafran is watching us. And I thank you. I've got some awesome watchers here. I can't always see everyone's name. Some people are anonymized for some reason, but I'm super happy that you're here. Loving it. Thanks for showing me that where you're from, Miss or Mr. Earth is Seriously Flat, from Sunset Beach, California. What is a sunset then, if the Earth is flat? It is it the movement of some strobe lights? I'm very curious. Anyway, well, for my abilities, for my ability to comprehend the planet, I do tend to think of it as a beautiful blue ball, but it's a goddess. Gaia has consciousness. The Earth itself is such an interconnected being that it has consciousness. We have consciousness, and we deserve to live. Now, we don't deserve to be exterminated, as some of these crazy ass globalists seem to think is our fate. And that would be an amazing topic to take up sometime, is what is actually going on? Are we being antagonized by off-worlders? Are we being antagonized by reptilians who think that this is their home and not ours? Have we been invaded? Did we do the invading? Are we a genetic experiment? This would be a fun topic for us to discuss. I try to keep these live streams short. It almost never happens. I was told I could do a 3.5-minute live stream. That does not seem to be possible for me. Someday, I hope. Anyway, I'm super grateful that you guys are here. And later on today, my partner, Leslie Goldman, and I will be out in the garden, and we'll be live streaming. And hopefully you will get to be able to watch that. We're going to talk about why it's so important to reconnect with nature and with your heart. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. You'll be getting a notification, especially if you're on Facebook and you're already liking the Team Gaia page, or if you're a Facebook friend of mine. Anyway, I hope that we get to keep in touch, and thank you for joining me on this multiple live stream challenge. It was super interesting, and I wish you the very best. and just keep knowing, your inner knowing, that you are loved and needed and being taken care of, and that you're part of a team to make the world we really want to see, and the world that the religions say that we want to see. It's going to be up to us, and that's why I'm here. All right. Thank you.